should be a great one between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to Montgomery on second down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Finding some room at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Fields eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Fields. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will strike first here, this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Watch the screen. Mike, 58, right there. 16.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Philly. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. Derek Barnett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen taking it in from a yard out as the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Watch 36. Check. 36. Mike, 36. All day. Watch 36.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Grant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trips. Mike's 50. Let's go, Heavy.
From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Fields. Man open open left side. It's Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hiking 18. Check three. Check.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
58 to Mike. 65.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Flush to his right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Hurts throw complete to Rager. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Sanders. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?
when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 36, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 36 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
They'll turn to Sanders, and he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And some room to roam now. The 40. The 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play there for Chicago. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run here with Dillon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, you think about running the ball here? Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Now it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, back to Sanders. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Try to run it in with Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 6. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Hauled in over the middle by Rager.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Sanders, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. It's a second down run with Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now a carry for Sanders. 154 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So now, again, the Eagles will go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And one last throw here for Fields. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And working across midfield inside the 35. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more...